Okay, so now what we got, guys? We just did Caitlin Bennett. We were watching some liberals look really stupid. And you guys know that there's a big thing going on right now with Zoran Mondani. He's running for the New York City mayor. There's a bunch of things that he's doing. He wants to have free give me a second. Free government grocery stores. So where you can basically get groceries for free that's given to you by the government, a socialist idea. Completely taking out the police in New York City. A couple other things. There's a few of them. We'll get to them. Sorry, I would know them all like 5 minutes ago if I wasn't on stream, but now that I'm on stream, I'm just blank. Cults have plenty of people that didn't know what they signed up for. Scientology, example number 1. That's true. Scientology, that's a great example of a cult. That is true. I'm thinking about what you're saying, but they did know that they were joining said thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people out there are just they're not really political at all. That's what a lot of them say. Oh, I'm not really that political. And then they hear something for 5 minutes of the day that tells them propaganda, and then they go on about their day. It's not free. Price control. I think if anyone's more like a cult, it is definitely the left. But I would not go all the way to say that they are a cult. Cults stand in line for hours for an experimental vax. Okay, so would you guys say like North Korea is a cult? Would you say Cuba was a cult? The Cuban people before, they went completely socialist? I mean, I really don't feel like I'm being that I'm not trying to defend the left whatsoever. I think they're just all being brainwashed by the media. Yep, I am early today, Monk. But anyways, so let's go ahead and see what's going on in New York City. Now, these people are crazy, man. This is what's going to destroy the world. It's low IQ people everywhere. So let's go ahead and sit back, enjoy it. This is Nick Shirley walking around New York City, seeing if people like Zoran Mondani.
Who are you guys voting for mayor?
We've gotten too comfortable not trying new things. It may not work.
We should absolutely tax the rich.
They bribed me $10 million to drop out.
Do you think Zoran's the future of the Democratic Party?
I think so, yeah.
That's why I'm voting Mamdani, because I'm voting for the guy who gave me the Lamborghini.
Today, I'm here in New York City, and today we're going to be asking New Yorkers who they're going to be voting for in their mayoral election. This is potentially the most important mayoral election in history. Right now, you have candidates like Zoran Mondani, who's a self-proclaimed Democrat socialist, whose ideas sound a bit more like a communist than they sound like a Democrat. Right now, he's running on things such as government around grocery stores, freezing the rent, defunding the police, giving free...
Ooh, let's look at that real quick, because that's exactly what I was talking about.
Whose ideas sound a bit more like a communist than they sound like a Democrat. Right now, he's running on things such as government around grocery stores, freezing...
Okay, like I said, communists, socialists, freeze the rent. Oh yes, that's a big one. Freezing the rent, guys. Imagine you own a couple houses and that's how you make your living, and all these people can just freeze the rent now and you get nothing. Build 200,000 new affordable homes, stand up to bad landlords, deliver universal no-cost childcare, make buses fast and free, improve safety on our streets and subways. So It didn't mention the police or the free. Maybe not free, like you said earlier, but the government grocery stores. It didn't answer that, but we do know that those are two things that he is running on as well.
The rent, defunding the police, giving free childcare, and free public transportation with the buses. And then you have Andrew Cuomo, who has quite the track record with a lot of things. And then you have Curtis Sliwa, who's a New Yorker through and through, who's started initiatives like the Guardian Angels to keep New York City safe. And so today we're going to be asking New Yorkers who they're going to be voting for. Right now, the lead is looking like Zoran Mondami's going to win, but things might be shifting. So today we're going to be asking people who they're going to be voting for. And today we're going to be going from Wall Street all the way up to the Bronx, covering all of New York City, asking people who they're going to be voting for to get a real idea who's going to potentially win and what people have to say. Here we go. Who are you going to be voting for?
I'm not going to be voting for Mamdani.
And why not Mondami?
Nobody ever heard of him since a couple of months ago. I never heard of him.
So what do you think it says about people like Bernie Sanders, AOC?
Just so we understand, that's who the left loves. The left loves people that we've never heard of before. Honestly, I had never heard of Kamala Harris before. She just skipped her way straight to all of it. And 1 second, she's the vice president, and then she skips her way through the primaries and is becoming president. It's the same thing. They love people who have no foundation. I can't look at that right now, Box.
Even the governor here is all backing Mondami right now.
I don't get it. I think it's a scam to New Yorkers.
And who are you going to be voting for?
I'm going to vote Republican.
Who are you going to be voting for?
Cuomo.
And why Cuomo?
Well, he was a good governor, regardless of some...
Yeah, he only killed just, thousands of elderly that were in nursing homes.
things people were saying about the nursing homes and the sexual harassment claims. They were disproved.
And are you worried if Mondami wins?
Concerned. Some of the things he's saying are terrifying. To defund the police is the wrong way to go. Mm-hmm. It's going backwards. We don't want that.
And ma'am, who are you going to be voting for?
It may end up being Cuomo versus Mondani. What do you guys think? Are you guys who is the? I have an opinion, but I want to hear what you guys say first. Who's the better of two evils there?
Zoran.
And why Zoran?
Yeah, that's it. No Cuomo, nobody else. Zoran.
Yeah, what makes you want to vote for Zoran?
He's young, is progressive, is for the community.
We're inside the financial capital of the world, New York City. Who are you going to be voting for the mayoral election?
Definitely not Mondani.
Why not Mondami?
I just go against his ideas, communal markets, and just against everything he goes against, everything he follows through,
You don't want a free government-run grocery store?
No, definitely not.
A lot of his ideas sound very socialist, very communist-like. Has it ever been proven to work in any major country?
Yeah, definitely not. You can see Soviet Union crashed in the 1900s. You see Cuba, horrible place to live at. You see Venezuela. Venezuela is a horrible place right now.
Who are you guys going to be voting for?
I'm not going to lie. Don't vote for Mondani, gang. Just be honest. Don't do that. Feel me? If you want to do Curtis, bro. Curtis, because you feel me?
I definitely agree with him on the terms because of the way conditions are going right now, especially with the shit with EBT. If everybody knows right now, none of us have food stamps this month. And this is taken away from a lot of families, so you get what I'm saying? And this is moving everything around.
So should less people rely on the government?
Yes.
Yeah. Just don't vote for Mondani, bro. Because he's trying to take away the cops and stuff from me. Because without cops, I'm not gonna lie.
I like Curtis
sometimes, but
I like Curtis Sewell as well. He is. If you ask me, he's a New Yorkian. He got shot there. He seems like the only person who really should be the mayor of New York, but. I don't know, guys. I think New York is too blue, but I guess we'll see.
They're doing their job. Feel me?
Who are you voting for mayor?
Mondami.
And why Mondami?
Why not?
Is there anything that gets you super excited about voting for Mondami?
I just think he's a really cool person, and I think he'll put New York City back on the map. Mm-hmm. And he is trying to do the right thing.
Do you think people should rely less or more on the government?
Less.
Oh, more. That's what it's there for. Otherwise, why have a government? To fill people's pockets.
Who are you going to be voting for the mayoral election?
Cuomo.
Why Cuomo?
I think he have more experience and know the government system there.
Yeah, and I can tell you're a rich man right here. Would you be excited to pay an extra 2% on your taxes if Mandami wins?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
No, personally for me, it doesn't matter.
Because you already have enough money. Who are you guys voting for mayor?
For mayor?
Yeah.
We go for Mandami.
Really, and why do you guys want to vote for Mandami?
He loves Jews.
And how's he shown that he loves Jews?
Because he's our brother. He's Arab with Jews. He was the same father.
And in what ways has Mandami shows he loves Jews?
I didn't say that. He said that. I don't know. I didn't pay attention yet. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do.
And who are you gonna vote for?
I don't know yet. I voted.
I will say this is one thing I don't actually understand, if I'm being honest with you guys. Maybe I haven't done enough research on it. But that guy, these guys are definitely Jews. Why did he say him and Mondani are on the same team? That kind of throws me for a loop. Like I wouldn't have thought that.
I voted for Cuomo in the primaries, but I don't know what I'm gonna do now.
And while we were down by the financial district, somebody said Curtis Sliwa is doing a press conference down here by Staten Island Fairleigh. He is one of the mayoral candidates here. We're going to try and do an interview with him right now. Really quick, Curtis, what's your elevator pitch to New Yorkers why they should vote for you?
Well, as you can see, I came out of the subways. I'm taking the ferry. I'm the mass transit mayor. That's the one thing that unites us, most New Yorkers. Take the subways, the buses, the express buses, the speed ferries, or in this case, the Staten Island ferry every day. 6 million. I have a bond with them. Zoran Mandami occasionally, and Andrew Cuomo never, because he's too busy up in the suites with his billionaire friends. So I'm the working class mayor, and I represent their interests, even if they're not supporting me.
And a lot of people have wondered why hasn't Curtis dropped out, but why haven't you dropped out if people are worried if Mondami's going to win because you're going to split the vote and whatnot? But you're a Republican, and Cuomo lost to Mondami. Why won't you drop out?
Well, decisively, and by the way, they bribed me $10 million to drop out, and I said, oh no, it's not only unethical, that's illegal. So then they couldn't bribe me, so then they threatened to kill me and my wife. Now I have, for the first time in my life, armed security. After the Gottis and Gambino shot me with 5 hollow point bullets and I recovered in 1992, I never had armed security. Now I have to have armed security. So they think these billionaires, these insiders and influencers, they think they're going to pick the next mayor. Guess what? I trust the people. The people vote. That's what democracy is about. One person, one vote. And we'll see who they pick on November 4th, and I believe it'll be me.
Who are you guys going to vote for mayor?
I already did.
If I was in New York, I'd vote for Curtis. He gives off a very genuine New Yorkian, America first vibe. And I feel like he seems very like Trump and very on the same side of what Trump wants to do. So I think more people getting in, mayor, governors that see the same future as Trump, the better.
I did that last Saturday. I vote for, what's his name? Mondami.
And how come Mondami?
Because I figure we're done with Goombas, We don't need any more of them. And that's all the other choice was.
And who are you voting for mayor?
Siwa! Curtis! My son took a bullet for New York. What the f***? He actually got shot. Like, I never got shot up, but I could relate. Like, he's gritty, you know what I'm saying? Man, Donnie, he's like, I don't know, he's like slow, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I don't think he get no bitches, to be honest with you.
And so you'd vote for Sliwa?
100%. I'd take Cuomo over, what's his name, Zoran? I would take Cuomo over him. You could even throw Eric Adams back in the mix for all that.
And Zoran Mondami says he's a Democrat socialist, but his ideas like government-ran grocery stores, free buses, free childcare.
The buses was free anyway. Anybody, that's how you know he not from New York. If you from New York, MTA is free. We do not pay for no MTA. We jump in turnstiles, we get it on the bus, back door, front door, it don't matter. So I don't know what the f*** he talking about. It's free. That shit been free.
So would that make him a communist in your eyes with all that free?
I'm not from New York. Do we have any New Yorkians in here or anyone's been in New York? Is it pretty common to just not pay for it?
Free stuff, want to give it away, free bus rides.
It makes him a fucking idiot. The shit he's talking about we do anyway under any policy. That's not some monumental change. This shit been free. Anybody who's from New York knows MTA is free. We do not pay for MTA. What is it? $2.75 now? No, it's 0.
So that just proves that he's not a real New Yorker.
He don't know what the what the everybody in New York knows MTA is free. And he think he doing something. That's common knowledge. If you vote for him and that's one of the reasons motherfuckers is voting for him, then you should be banned from New York. Like, you're just not sturdy here. That shit, nah. Curtis Sewa knows. If you ask him, like, maybe for the cameras, he won't say that because, you know, he got a job to do. He trying to win. But New Yorker to New Yorker, he's going to tell you, yeah, that shit free. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I know that shit free. He done hopped that shit before. Like, come on. Everybody done hopped that shit.
And now we're here by NYU. We're going to go ask this.
That guy seems a little based. Just a little too much like Gen Z for me.
Scholars here at NYU, what they have to say and who they're going to be voting for the mayoral election. But really quick, before we go to NYU, I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of this video, Opus Clip. And what used to be just an AI clipper has now become the most powerful AI growth tool for creators. Over 10 million manager for a fraction of the cost. And with Opus, you're going to get their new AI editor 3.0 that comes with smarter auto framing, better virality scoring, and new captions. And if you're wondering how hard it is to use Opus, it is so easy, my mom can even use it.
If I can use it, believe me, you can use it.
I promise you guys, Opus is that simple. And for you guys watching this video, Opus is gonna hook you guys up with a sweet deal. You'll get 1 week free and 3 months at 50% off. All you have to do is use code NickShirley and go to the link in the description or in the pinned comment down below. I promise you guys, Opus is a game changer. And now let's go talk to the scholars here at NYU, see what they have to say about who they're gonna be voting for the mayoral election. So you're a scholar here at NYU?
I am.
And who are you voting for mayor?
Oh, for mayor? Mandami.
And why Mandami?
We've gotten too
99% of these people are going to say Mandani.
comfortable not trying new things. It may not work, but we can say that we've tried, and I think I like his proposals and his ideas. This isn't the first time we've not elected somebody with a political history, a legislative history, and it won't be the last, so why not try it out?
You say why not try it out? What's your favorite thing that you're excited to try out?
Try it out.
I think some of his proposals around rent and housing. I'm studying at the law school, and I did a clinic on tenants' rights and eviction. I think affordable housing is a really big issue.
Are you a scholar here at NYU?
Yeah.
And who are you voting for?
I think I'm gonna vote for Zoran. Yeah.
Why do you think so many young people are voting for Zoran?
I feel like he's the only one that's like coming up with like plans that young people have been like plans to help.
Heck yeah, brother.
How the situation is in New York right now for young people. It's so expensive to live here, to even afford like to eat.
You got some matcha in your hand right here.
Oh yeah.
How much money do you spend on matcha here a day?
Ooh.
Almost $10, literally.
And with all these changes, Zoran.
Yeah, guys, matcha is a necessity. $10 a day on matcha is a necessity. That's why we can't afford anything, because we have to keep buying our necessity. I said that wrong, but matcha. We have to keep buying our matcha. That's why we can't afford to live. Nothing.
Wants to make. Who's going to bring in the money? Are you going to pay more in taxes, or would you like to pay more in taxes, or would you be happy about more of your money going, or do you think we should just tax the rich extra more?
We should absolutely tax the rich. They need to pay their dues for what they have done to the working class communities and people. They should be the ones paying for majority of stuff. I am a student. I don't have like a full-time job, so I will not be paying taxes.
So we should
However,
She's going to change her mind on that real quick when she does get a job, I bet you.
People will pay our taxes.
I did not say that. I think everyone should, I guess, share their way of their taxes, but I believe the rich have gotten away with way too much, and it's time that they get taken down a few pegs. And that means if they got to pay more taxes, they should.
What people don't understand is these people like this, they don't understand that we live in a free country. Okay? United States is free. You can leave whenever you want. If you're a billionaire, millionaire, multimillionaire, whatever, and you're getting taxed too much, what are you going to do? You're out. You're gone. So now all those, and this is exactly what happened to Cuba. So now all those people who have a lot of money, they leave. Why would you stay? So then all these things that you depended on for rich people to pay for you doesn't end up happening because they leave. It would 100% happen. I guarantee you, very wealthy people are going to leave New York if this Mondani guy gets in.
And what are you studying
I
here?
would love to be taxed. If I ever become rich enough, I would like to take. I will not ever want to become a billionaire. I'll make sure that I give my money to somewhere so I always stay in at least a millionaire mark if I become rich. And I would love to be taxed
That's not
because
gonna
I feel
happen.
like, if you're making money, this country is structured on the use of labor and hard labor from other unskilled individuals. If you're making money to that, like, you're benefiting off of that, I feel like you should pay your due a lot.
Who are you voting for mayor?
I'm voting for Cuomo.
And what makes you want to vote for Cuomo?
I do like Sliwa, but I think Cuomo is the best bet to kind of beat Mamdani, so that's what I'm going with. I think that's what's best for New York.
Sadly, I think that's what's going to happen. I think Siwa, he's probably not gonna make it in just because it's too blue there. So some blue people will vote for Cuomo. So I think that is why they're gonna have to probably go for Cuomo to not get Mondani in.
So now is it just more for who's going to beat Mondani?
Yes, absolutely.
And do you think Curtis is splitting the vote?
Yeah, I saw he had like 10% of the vote, and I think that's kind of all Cuomo needed to close the distance. So, I'll do whatever it takes to kind of beat Mamdani.
Who are you voting for mayor?
But also another thing, polls are not known to be right. 2016.
Voting Mamdani.
And why?
Because he's the most obvious choice.
What makes him an obvious choice for you?
It's just like, I'm trying to think. This reminds me of a certain comedy sketch where the comedian was like,
Kamala
you
Harris.
could either vote in one guy and he's gonna give everybody free houses, free rent, and he's gonna give everybody a Lamborghini, or we could vote in somebody who's gonna burn down the city. That's why I'm voting Mamdani, because I'm voting for the guy who give me the Lamborghini.
Yeah, so you think Mamdani's like just gonna give you guys everything?
Not everything. I'm saying it's the most obvious choice.
You think somebody like Curtis Sliwa or Cuomo is gonna burn down the city?
Curtis Sliwa, I'm not saying they're gonna burn down the city. It's just a hyperbolic analogy.
What do you think is gonna happen with government-run grocery stores and free buses? Do you think?
I don't understand how what he's proposing to them doesn't equal burning down the city. How are you so oblivious?
I think that sounds like a good idea.
That does sound like
I understand burning down the city they're using it as like a metaphor, but like, come on.
a good idea.
And freezing the rent?
That does sound like a good idea.
What if they have to freeze the rent to the point where eventually then the landlord's not able to come in and fix the washer and make profit on his own lease?
That's their problem.
Who are you gonna vote for mayor?
Probably Cuomo.
And you as a woman, would you feel safe having a social worker come and calm down and de-escalate the situation, or would you rather have NYPD?
I'd rather have NYPD. They know what they're.
That is a whole nother thing. Okay, women out there. Men, I mean, I understand men, not all women, okay, I understand. But most of us men are very prepared to defend ourselves. But women out there that you're not just carrying, you're on your way to and from work, getting gas, etc. Do you really want to live in a world where you, like, the police can't come help you? You're waiting for a social worker to come over and help de-escalate the situation with their words? Like, what are some women thinking? I don't get it. I don't get why white liberal women are. She's not. This lady's not. But a lot of white liberal women are voting to live in that dangerous world and just okay with the consequences.
Doing. I don't believe in defunding the police. I think that's going to cause more issues in the long run.
Who are you voting for mayor?
I like Cuomo, but I think Mamdani might be pulling the lead a little bit with me.
And what makes him pull the lead for you?
I like his young energy. You know what I mean? He's bringing new energy to the field, and we need that now. You know what I'm saying? In New York.
Do you think Mamdami's the future of the Democratic Party?
I mean, I hope so. I hope so. We got to start getting, new energy, new people, and, just make it an even field with the Republicans so we could fight back,
What's your favorite example of socialism that's worked?
I don't have a big example of socialism.
Like between Venezuela, Cuba, Soviet Union, what's your favorite one?
Man, you put me on the spot. I'm gonna have to go Cuba. I'm gonna have to go Cuba. Yeah. Let's go there. It's just so complicated for me. I got so much information in my head. But
they're very successful.
Do you like the idea of defunding NYPD?
Nah, I don't think we should defund the cops.
We've got to do a whole live stream on just Cuba.
Get more mental health people on the streets, things like that. Instead of having defund the cops, we kind of need them, having them more around, more
So
presence.
like Cuomo and Sliwa, they want to add more police to the city. Do you think that'd be a good idea?
Yeah, I think you could add more cops. We all, especially giving them jobs and money, we all need jobs and money, right? So, add more cops, get more stuff, protected in the streets, make people feel safe, like you said.
Would you rather have a social worker come to a robbery or a police officer?
I'd rather have a police officer, but I would rather have a social worker come to a domestic dispute.
And with Mamdani potentially winning this race,
100%.
what kind of responsibility?
Domestic disputes are normally the most dangerous calls for police officers to be called out to.
I think that is of a man who's in his
Dispatched to.
30s to run the biggest city in the world, the financial capital of the world.
So many people ask me this question. I think it's going to be such a test. I think this is going to be the biggest test. Not only is he going to have to go against Trump and all the stuff, the threats that Trump is making, not only is he going to have to try to keep the promises that he made, that's not really easy, especially with the rent and stuff like that. But I think this is going to be the biggest test. And if he can move the way we want him to move, I think it's just going to be the future. I think this is the way to go.
And who are you voting for?
Sliwa, definitely. I'm Staten Islander, conservative. He's from New York. I trust Sliwa to take control of what's going on in the city right now. I work in the city, so I see a lot of the madness. So hopefully, he gets elected and cleans up the city a little bit.
And does it worry you that Mamdani is winning the polls right now? Everything's showing that he's going to win.
I mean, the polls are fake, though. I mean, who are they interviewing? I haven't been interviewed. I don't know anybody who's been interviewed. They try to do the same thing with Trump and Hillary.
Exactly.
So I think it's just trying to scare people to, not vote and just say, oh, he won. So people who actually would vote for Sliwa are going to be like, oh, he's not going to win, so why am I going to go bother to vote? So I think everyone just votes and sticks to the plan, and hopefully it turns out in our favor.
You're a New Yorker. Were you living here during 9/11?
Yes.
So what did you think about Mamdani's press conference when he talked about his aunt, who actually turned out not to be his aunt, that she was the victim of 9/11, not being able to wear her hijab here on the subway?
It's embarrassing because people are still suffering from 9/11, and I don't see him sympathizing with the people who actually are still suffering from 9/11. So I don't know. He's just rambling. He's just looking for sympathy because he's a rapper, actor, and a trust fund baby. So that's it. I don't believe anything he's saying. It's all bullshit.
Who are you voting for?
Mamdani.
And why Mamdani?
Because he's a good person. I mean, he has politics I align with. I don't know.
And what do you think is going to happen in New York City if he does win?
Probably not too much, honestly. Probably stay pretty much the same.
Do any of his policies concern you? For instance, maybe defunding the police or not supporting them as much as the other candidates like Sliwa or Cuomo?
Nah, I support that.
Really? Would you like the NYPD to be defunded?
Yeah.
Who are you guys voting for mayor?
Stupidity.
I voted for Mamdani.
And why did you guys vote for Mamdani?
A lot of different reasons.
And
But I think it's best for New York.
And what were some of those reasons other than he's best for New York?
I believe in socialism.
Really? And what's your favorite example of socialism that's worked?
That's worked.
Is it just crazy? Out of all these people he's interviewed, there's only been a few normal people, and the normal ones are totally against Mamdani. Isn't there's it's like a trend. There's something going on.
Like Bernie.
What do you think about his policies such as defunding the police? Do you think the NYPD should be defunded?
Yeah, I do.
And if someone's robbing your house, who do you want to call?
I'd call the police if someone's robbing my house.
Mhm.
I'm not saying I don't think the police should have no funding.
Yeah.
But I think that there should be a lot less funding for the police.
John, you've been here on the channel before. Who are you voting for mayor?
It doesn't matter who you want to be mayor. You vote for who you don't want to be mayor. And you do not want Zoran Mamdani, whatever his name is, to be anywhere close to that office. There are easily 3 distinct reasons, but really more, that you do not want that. And people don't understand what it's like to elect a Muslim socialist until they elect a Muslim socialist. You could ask our friends in London, how many years has Sadiq Khan been mayor there? How's that going?
What do you think will happen in New York City if Zoran does win?
You know, there'll be a few immediate things. One, if you're Jewish or Christian, you're going to feel extremely unsafe. You're going to be looking at a lot of these sort of Muslim street and Antifa-style element behaving like complete animals because they no longer have any limitations. The police are on their side, right? Second of all, you're going to see tremendous crime. Those same liberal white girls that are probably going to be why Mamdani wins, if he does, are going to be the first on the chopping block. And it's going to be awfully satisfying, grimly so, when they're the ones getting sexually harassed in the subway, because guess what? They're the first in line. Because there's no one protecting them, and they're going to...
That's exactly what I was just saying earlier. I mean, I'm not saying... I don't want to sit here and say anything about being satisfied, but it, like what he was just saying, they're going to be the first in line. When all that... When, like, security is gone, just like law and order, I mean, what do they think's going to happen?
They're going to wonder about their vote at that point, but of course by then...
Why do you say awfully satisfying?
Huh?
Why do you say awfully satisfying?
Because it's there is something deeply satisfying about someone facing the unintended consequences of their actions. I don't find it satisfying because I like it, it's horrendous. But the fact that they actively voted for this while claiming people like myself and yourself are racist, are fascist, are Nazis. Let's see if they think that way still when they're getting sexually assaulted by some guy who should either be in prison or mental asylum. Cuomo's not great. I never thought in a million years I would advocate for Cuomo. He killed all those people with the nursing homes. He was just kind of just a long time. His dad, I think was, if I recall correctly, was governor. Like, he's a long time political hack. But I'll take a political Democrat hack over a Muslim socialist.
Who are you voting for the mayoral election?
I do agree with that.
And why Zoran?
Because
I think Cuomo is the better of the lesser of two evils.
I like his policies, simple as that. I think Cuomo doesn't like have the city's best interest in mind, like doesn't even really live here and hasn't for a while. He seems just to be running because he's a disgraced governor, former governor.
Should billionaires exist?
I don't think so, no.
And does any of his policies concern you, or what makes you so excited about some of his policies, like freezing the rent, government rent grocery stores, defunding the police, taxing the rich an extra 2%?
Yeah, I mean, I think like a lot of the policies, if taken at face value, like there can be bad implementations of them. Zoran, if he gets elected, which hopefully he will, there should be like nuance to the policy when it's implemented, like rent control and rent freeze at face value. There could be bad implications of that, like apartments that like have rent control not being renovated and not like renting out.
Does it worry you at all that he's very young and he hasn't really had many jobs outside of being an assemblyman? He was a rapper. His parents are millionaires from the country he's from. Does any of that concern you about what he's saying as far as some of those things may not actually align with his personal life as far as his family being rich? That he
Yeah, I mean, that is a valid concern and is a concern I have. That's why like we'll see how it goes. I do think he's like a better option than Andrew Cuomo and like the Republican candidate. But yeah, like he does have his flaws, but I do think he's a far better option.
And now we've made it out here to the Bronx to ask people who they're going to be voting for the mayoral election. Let's see what the people here have to say. Who are you going to be voting for mayor?
Whoever changes the laws.
Who do you think is going to change the laws between Curtis Sliwa, Cuomo, and Mandami?
Mandami.
Yeah, that's what you call a criminal.
So they can help us young black people.
Who are you voting for mayor?
They want to easily
I'm
break
voting
the law.
for none of them. They're all corrupted.
Would you vote for any of them?
No, would I? No, I won't.
And what do you think about Cuomo?
Cuomo, they are corrupted.
What about Zoran Mandami?
They all have a history of betrayal and lies.
What about Curtis Sliwa?
Curtis Sliwa? I don't know. I had to think about that one.
Is he a good guy?
We are good.
Do you think his actions speak louder than his words as far as what he's done for New York City for the past few years with Guardian Angels and stuff like that?
I would say so, but I'm not sure.
Who are you voting for mayor?
For mayor, I'm voting for his name is like Adlami. What's his name?
Mommy or?
The
Mommy?
Arabian one?
Yeah, Zoran Mandami.
You said mommy.
Who are you voting for?
Hold on.
Adlami, what's his name?
Mommy or?
The Arabian one.
Yeah, Zoran Mandami.
Yeah, him.
Who are you voting for mayor?
Oh, Zoran.
I'm
Who are
voting
you
for the
gonna vote
person I don't even know their name.
And your daughter wants to vote for Mandami.
I don't know. I vote for Cuomo. The older generation tends to go for Cuomo because they feel like he's more experienced, whatever. I just think that the millennials and Gen Z need to take over now. Like, all the old people, boomers and all, they gotta go. Like, let the new generations take over for office now.
And who are you gonna vote for mayor?
How old?
If anything, I would vote for Cuomo. What's his name?
And what makes you want to vote for Cuomo?
Well, because he was our governor at one point, and he never did bad.
I don't know, but I'll get back to you on that one. All right. I love you guys. You look great.
So that was Nick Shirley, guys. Make sure you all are going over there, giving him a subscribe, giving him likes. Here's his link. I'm going to post it in the chat.